Dave, we connected earlier also. I guess we talked about the asset management, your view on asset management. Anything you'd like to add to what Kapil is saying and how you're kind of also applying it?
Yeah, no, Kapil put it really well, actually. All of us have made these mistakes. And so I think his thought process was bang on. I would just point out two things. One is, I think in India specifically, people tend to take covenants very lightly. And even for us, I remember one of our early transactions, literally, you spent a month negotiating the covenant package, and the second month from the deal, the guy goes and breaches the covenant. And then when you pull him up, they are actually surprised that they are not even pretending. They are genuinely surprised, like, wait, what? Like, you want me to actually come and ask you for an NOC every time? Because they are so used to dealing with banks, NBFCs, who never open the agreement after it's signed, that they actually don't expect to have to live up to these covenants. And one of my personal learnings is, after joining Brookfield 7 years back, is from day one, like, you have to hammer on every covenant every single time. Let the guy know that he can't breach it by 0.1x, because otherwise it's a slippery slope. Like, it just keeps going down, and then 6 months later you realize, oh, I missed out on things I should have pulled him up for earlier. And then it becomes a real relationship issue, because now he thinks you're suddenly making life difficult for him. So putting that discipline early on is very, very important in most transactions. And I think the second learning is, which both Kapil Ishwar spoke about earlier, but on exits, it's very important to, even if you get the partner right, my experience has been, if you're making money, especially a lot of our structures are actually equity linked. So we don't necessarily do a lot of high yield credit. We tend to take returns through equity linked events and performance of the business. If you're making high returns because you got it right, the promoter will always try and renegotiate at the end, even if he's a good guy, even if he's honorable, all of that stuff, because he just feels, you gave him a debt like structure. How can you be making 20, 22, 18, whatever that percentage is? And and then it becomes a negotiation, unfortunately. And most cases, the investor thinks, do I want to get into a fight with this guy for that extra 1%, or do I just sacrifice it and show an exit and move on? So that's always a decision point for people, because nobody wants to get into a messy, legal fight about an option or a valuation for that extra 1%. But I think the learning is, even if you have a good partner, if you're making a ton of money at the end, you will most likely have some kind of a dispute to get paid out.